We received a new banned and restricted update in September of 2012, which saw the unbanning of Valakut the Molten Pinnacle, unleashing a card that powers out popular strategies even to this day. Return to Ravnica, the first set in the second Ravnica block, was released on October 5th, 2012, and introduced the Overload mechanic in cards like Cyclonic Rift and Vandal Blast. It gave us staples like Deathrite Shaman, Sphinx's Revelation, Abrupt Decay, Supreme Verdict, and Rest in Peace. In this series, both Sefer, a proud filthy casual, and myself, MTG Metalhead, a tournament grinder, will be diving into the tomes of Magic's competitive history, exploring the evolution of one of its most popular formats. Each episode, we will delve deeper into the format as new sets and archetypes shake up the meta. Welcome to the History of Modern. Today we will be exploring the meta from the Pro Tour Return to Ravnica, which took place October 19th through the 21st of 2012. I will be playing Sunny Side Up Eggs, and Sefer will be on Scapeshift. Alright, we're going to do a quick deck overview here for Sunny Side Up Eggs. This deck relies on playing what we call eggs, or artifacts that you basically sacrifice to either draw a card or gain some amount of value, like adding mana. Cards like Chromatic Sphere, Chromatic Star, Conjurer's Bauble, Elseworld Flask, all these combine to allow you to just basically cantrip or get some value from mana out of them that allow you to just loop through your deck pretty quickly. You usually power these out with cards like Lotus Bloom, which gives you quick access to mana, and the whole purpose of this deck is to cycle through everything multiple times by casting cards like Faith's Reward or Second Sunrise, which allow you to bring all of them back after you sacrifice them. This allows you to continually loop them, making a bunch of mana with Lotus Blooms, as well as Chromatic Spheres, being able to sack them all, drawing a bunch of cards, and being able to put cards on the bottom of your library with cards like Conjurer's Bauble that allows you to keep cycling through your Second Sunrise's face rewards as your deck thins. You have cards that allow you to cantrip and dig through your deck quicker, like Gitaxian Probe, Serum Visions, and Sleight of Hand, and you also have cards like Reshape, which allow you to tutor up stuff like Lotus Bloom out of your deck so you can get to your quick mana faster. The win con of the deck after you've gone through the Eggs loop is to be able to get a Pirate Spellbomb in play, and you keep looping it over and over again through returning it with cards like, again, Face Reward and Second Sunrise, and essentially you just keep looping it over and over again, sacking it in order to deal your opponent 2 until they're dead. Looking at the sideboard here, what we try to do is fight against some of the other decks in the format. We have Grafdigger's Cage to hit on the graveyard, as well as Nile's Spellbomb being another egg that we can sacrifice that also does due diligence to be able to attack other graveyard strategies. We have Pithing Needle to shut down hate like Relic of Progenitus. We have Leyline of Sanctity to protect ourselves from strategies that try to target us directly, or Thoughtseize style decks. We also play Echoing Truth to fight against hate cards to be able to bounce them so that we can try to go off of the other turn. And then we have cards like Silence to stop our opponent from responding whenever we do. We also have a couple in the main deck for that exact reason. We also have Grape Shot as a secondary win con in the sideboard, so that way if we feel like we're in a pickle and we don't feel like the Pirate Spellbomb loop is going to work and there's too much graveyard hate, we play through a loop to try to be able to Grape Shot our opponent to death. Alright, we're here to just do a quick deck overview for Scapeshift. The purpose of this deck is to accelerate out lands with cards like Secure a Tribe Elder as well as Search for Tomorrow in order to be able to get a fast kill up to 7 or 8 lands in order to play a Scapeshift for lethal damage. This will allow you to search for up to 7 to 8 lands, again depending on how many lands you have when you activate the Scapeshift, in order to go out and get cards like Valakut the Molten Pinnacle, as well as up to 6 mountains, which we have several in the deck in order to search for. This allows us to be able to deal lethal damage to your opponent as they all interplay and see each other at the same time, and as long as you have at least 6, each of them will trigger, allowing you to do, if you have 7 lands, 18 damage, which in a fetch land format is usually enough. You can also wait until you have 8 lands, which allows you to do double Valakut plus 6 mountains, which should be a total of 32 damage, usually enough to kill pretty much any opponent, at least in this format. In order to dig for your your combo pieces, you have things like Is It Charm, which lets you draw and discard, as well as to also be counter magic. You have Cryptic Command to protect your counter as a versatile counter spell, Electrolyze to help defend yourself as well as draw a card. You have Repill to be able to bounce things, to be able to save time and buy time, as you're just trying to buy time to be able to combo. You have Remand for this exact reason as well, and then Telling Time again to dig for those pieces you're looking for. You also have some ways to do incidental damage with Snapcaster Mage, which serves as a way to get combo pieces and replay spells, as well as to beat down your opponent when necessary. You also have cantrips like Serum Vision to try to dig as well. Moving on to the sideboard, we have 3 Relic Opportunists to hate on graveyard-based strategies. We have Obstinate Baloth, which is really good against Thoughtseize decks or any other decks that try to tear apart our hand. Vendilion Clique to fight against your opponent's hands to try to be able to fight against whatever they have defending themselves from the combo. Wormcoil Engine as a threat to bring in when you really feel like you need the extra beefy threat if you don't feel like Valakut is going to make it. Ancient Grudge to fight against artifacts, and you also have Beast Within to fight against just any permanent you just feel like you need to. Electrolyze to go against more creature-based matchups. Nature's Claim to be able to deal with any pesky enchantments or artifacts that may get in our way. And again, Volcanic Fallout is going to be our last piece here, which is going to help us against creature-based matchups. Well, without further ado, my fellow Planeswalkers, it's time to battle.
Let's go.
Alright, let's do this. High roll, good sir.
Even Stevens.
Alright. Or no, I said high roll. I always say that. I meant evens or odds. You said evens. Okay. Well, it's an odd. I will get to go first. Good luck, good sir.
Oh.
Sure. I'll keep mine.
I guess I'll try it.
For those of you who've never seen an Eggs deck before viewing this, you're in for
Be warned.
a very interesting breakfast. I'll say that. It is a very odd deck. Okay. So we're going to start off by suspending Lotus Bloom for 0 mana. We're then going to play a Misty Rainforest. And I'm going to sack that Misty Rainforest for a Hallowed Fountain, which I'm going to take 2 damage. I'm going to tap it for a Sleight of Hand. Look at the top 2 cards in the library, put 1 in my hand, the other in the bottom. I'm going to put that in my hand. Pass.
Oh, that's not good. That's not what you need. Play an island. Serum Visions.
Alright.
Card. Scribe 2. Both of those.
Anything else?
That's it.
Keep a move for a counter. Draw. I will play an island and Elseworld Flask. Or Elsewhere Flask, excuse me. Enters the battlefield, draw a card. I will pass my turn.
Yep, raw. I'm gonna play Misty. Bracket. Nope. Let's go shuffle anyway. Okay.
I was attacked by Is It Charm.
Shh. No such thing. Going to get Forest. And shuffle this. Have 2. Going to play Secure Tri-Belter.
Yep.
And pass.
Tap, upkeep, remove the counter. Draw. I'm gonna play a island. I'm gonna tap 2 to play a reshape for 0, sacking the Elseworld Flask as an additional cost. And I get to get a 0 cost or less. Which the converted mana cost of Lotus Beam is considered to be 0. And then I will have to just pass.
And a turn, I'm going to secure Tri-Voter. Want to get me another Island. Shuffle. Untap. Draw. We're going to play Steam Vents untapped. Pass.
Tap, upkeep, remove the counter. I would like to put Lotus Beam on the stack. Any effects?
Nope.
Okay, turn it on. Ghost Quarter. Pass.
Okay. I think I have any of that.
You get Cryptic Command, bounce my Lotus Bloom. Make me sad.
Nope. Okay, draw. That's not what you want to see. That is not what you want to see. Go play Stomping Ground tapped. Gonna pass.
There we go. I'm gonna play Fetch Land. And pass. If you knew my hand, it is interesting.
Stomping Ground tapped. Pass.
I'm gonna sack my Stolen Tarn. Get an island. Move to my turn.
Yep.
Go get Tron. Well. Pass. Alright, what you got for me, sir?
I'm just going to pass.
End of turn, I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to... Fetch. And technically draw. Oh my god. The magic gods hate me, Sefer.
Do they?
They really do.
Do they not bless you with that sweet, sweet draw?
They did not. I'm gonna pass.
Okay, I am going to end a turn. Telling time. Top 3. Put one in my hand, one on top, one on the bottom. So we got her. Put that in my hand. Put that in my hand. Put this on top. And this on the bottom. Alright. Tap.
I have effects on your upkeep.
Alright.
I don't think I have a choice. I have to. I'm gonna attempt to silence you.
Let's see. That is fine. I still draw though, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I just don't cast anything. Okay.
You can still play your lands and everything else. You just can't cast any spells.
Alrighty. Pass.
Well, I need this to be a good draw. You know what? That'll do. I am going to pay 1 for a Conjurer's Bauble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to activate its ability to put 1 target card in my graveyard on the bottom of the library and draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put Silence to the bottom of the library. And then when this sacks, I draw a card. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I will... Sorry, I have to think. Sack this for 3 white. Sack this for 3 white. I guess I'm going to use 3 white to cast Second Sunrise.
I'm gonna cast Cryptic Command.
Counter draw.
I'm gonna counter it, but Ghost Quarter in your hand.
I'll respond and float a colorless. But yeah, that'll happen. Actually, no. Oh, no, that's not what I'm... yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's fine. Then I'm going to use 3 more white. Down to 0. Cast Second Sunrise.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't do nothing about that one.
Okay, unfortunately, I'm not really getting very far. I'm only getting back the Lotus Blooms.
Oh, I get a land card. I get not a land card. I get the nothing. Yep.
And the Conjurer's Bauble.
Sad mess. All right.
Okay. I will sack the Conjurer's Bauble to put a Second Sunrise on the bottom of the library. Draw a card. Oh, thank goodness. I will use the colorless in my pool to cast Chromatic Star. I will then tap a blue, sack the Chromatic Star for a white, draw a card. I will then use that white to cast a Conjurer's Bauble. I will tap it to put a Second Sunrise on the bottom of the library. And sack it, draw a card. I will tap a blue to play a Chromatic Sphere. Tap another blue to sack it to make a white, draw a card. I will then sack my Lotus Bloom for 3 more white. Sack this Lotus Bloom for 3 blue. And use 3 of the white multiple down to 1. Second Sunrise. Get Chromatic Star. Chromatic Star, blue, else, oh, no, that's what fast, sorry. Conjurer's Bubble. Then I will tap the Conjurer's Bubble, put the other second Sunrise in the bottom of the library, sack it, draw a card. But then, oh, I won't do that again. I will use the white I have floating to sack this Chromatic Star to make a white, sack the card. Do the same thing with this one. And we use one white. Oh, I'm sorry, I should do this. I'll sack this yet. Yeah, I guess we do. I'm gonna sack this to put Sleight of Hand on the bottom. Draw card. Sorry everybody for watching this. This is kind of monotonous, but this is what the deck does. Sack the Lotus Bloom for 3 more white. Sack this Lotus Bloom for 3 more blue. Then I will use 2 of it and the blue to cast a Elseworld Flask. When it's battlefield, draw a card. I'll sack it, and all my lands are plains until end of turn. And then I'm going to use down to 1 white, so 3, and then 1 blue. Face reward.
I think it's safe to say you win.
Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of demonstrate what the deck was doing before kind of calling it. So I have 35 cards left in my library. I can continually loop through this section. What I'm doing each time is basically just drawing a bunch of cards each time. There is a small percentage chance of failure, to be fair, but it is very, very small. I already have another Face Reward in my hand, and I just need to be able to get to...
We'll be sitting here for 2 hours.
Yeah. So just to show the people at home, like just for time's sake, we're not going to run through the entire loop, but you kind of get the idea of what the deck is doing. Essentially, I'm just keep looping through, putting all these artifacts back in play, keep making more mana, keep sacking these, drawing more cards, and eventually, what I do with the deck is to be able to get into play this Pyrite Spellbomb, and what I will eventually do is be able to keep sacking it to do 2 damage to his life total, and then putting it back into my library with cards like Conjurer's Bauble, and I will keep getting back to those cards over and over again because I keep drawing through cards with all the baubles, and I just keep cycling through this over and over again, recasting Face Rewards, getting everything back, recasting them over and over again ad nauseum. Again, there's a small percentage chance that I could technically fail, but it would take us probably about an hour to go through each loop, and it's just not worth it. But to show it, we're going to go ahead and say, I assume based off his response that I'm going to get this one, but that is what we do. Alright. I think that went about the way we kind of thought it would a little bit.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, like, first game, I don't really have a chance unless I just get there.
It's a difficult game 1 matchup for sure.
Alrighty, I'm ready.
As am I. You're on the play. Good luck, good sir.
Good luck to you. Let's see, what do I have here?
I'm keeping mine.
It's not too bad. Yeah, I'll keep that.
Alright, I have some pre-game actions. Leyline of Sanctity.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you may continue.
Okay. Halmar Depths.
Mm-hmm.
Back in any order.
I did not know this deck ever played Halimar Depths.
Alright. Pass.
Alright, draw. I'm gonna play a Scalding Tarn and pass.
We are going to play Relic of Progenitus.
I see.
And I'm going to play Steam Vents tapped.
Mm-hmm.
Pass.
I'm gonna Scalding Tarn into turn. Just for clarity's sake, so that other players who might be watching don't know, he cannot target me with the relic because of the ley line. However, he can sack it to exile both our graveyards if it comes to it. Okay. Draw. That was not what I wanted to draw. I will play another fetch land. Fetch. Get an island. Elseworld Flask. When it ATBs, I will draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
And I will pass the turn.
Draw. I'm gonna play a Misty Rainforest and crack it. We're going to get Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Take a life because of that. Mm-hmm. Shuffle. And then we're gonna pass.
Alright, untap and draw. We're gonna play an island. We're gonna play another Elseworld Flask. Draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Tap one for a Conjurer's Bauble.
Mm-hmm.
And pass.
We're gonna play a mountain. Tap two. We'll play Secure Tri-Builder.
Mm-hmm.
And then pass.
I'm going to Sleight of Hand. I assume no objections.
Nope.
That man. Serum Visions.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, didn't mean to do that. It won't matter anyway because I'm going to be shuffling. I'm going to play a fetch lane. Fetch.
Mm-hmm.
Get an island. Play another Elseworld Flask. Draw a card.
All the flasks.
Go.
And a turn, I'm going to sack the Tri-Builder.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get another island.
Mm-hmm.
It would end in tap, but now my turn. Untap. Draw. Okay. I'm gonna play a Stomping Ground. Tapped. And I'm going to pass.
Untap and draw. Play Ghost Quarter. Chromatic Sphere. Pass.
End of turn. No. Okay. Tap.
Yeah, that relic is really dampening my style over here.
Tap the blue. The green. I'll play Telling Time.
Yep.
One in my hand. One. Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play Steam Fence for turn 2. I'm a pass.
Okay. Would you believe I have assembled all the Elseworld flasks?
Oh, whatever am I going to do?
Oh, actually, that was a car. Not sure it does, but that's a car. Gosh.
End of your turn. Nature claim your ley line.
I see. Maybe I should have played the card in my hand. Sorry. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight lands, which means you'll go for double Valakut plus. You need 6 lands, and you have exactly 6 left in the library. You will go for 5, leaving 1, which would be 30 damage if you do it that way. That kills me pretty hard. We're gonna try. Don't know if it's the right play, but I think it's probably my best option. I am going to say that resolves. I will gain 4 life. Well, actually, I'll gain 4 life. That actually can matter. Then, still at end of turn. Sorry, I do have to do this a little differently. Sorry. I'll tap the Ghost Quarter to sack the Chromatic Sphere for white mana. Draw a card. With the white mana, I'll pull Second Sunrise.
Command.
Okay.
But the ghost. No, I'm going to draw.
Still pass it over to you. Was that wrong? Am I not dead?
We are going to
Fear my army of elsewhere flasks. I keep wanting to call them Elseworld.
tap 1. We're going to play another relic.
Yup.
I'm going to pass.
Tap up your draw. Play an island. Tap side island for Pithing Needle.
Yes.
I will name Relic of Progenitus. You don't want to activate twice in response just because.
I'm going to activate. So what's in your graveyard?
It would just exile 2 lands. I mean, you could pop them too, to be fair, but or at least one.
I'm going to go ahead and tap them and eat 2 cards in your grave.
That makes sense. Okay. And I will, of course, name Belkin Virginia's. Chromatic Sphere, or Star, rather. Conjurer's Bubble. Pass.
And a turn.
Army of Eggs.
Beast within your Pithy Needle.
Sure. Let me make a beast real quick.
Killing time.
You fool, you've given me a win con. If I win with your beast, that'll be epic.
Put that in my hand. This on top, bottom. I'm gonna eat 2 cards.
Oh, I just put them in. Sorry, I just put them in the graveyard again. There we go.
And I'm going to pass.
Combat?
Huh?
3.
I take 3.
Hiya. I will sack the Chromatic Star for white. Draw a card. That's kind of funny. Wait, Line of Sanctity?
Remand.
That's annoying, but yeah.
Draw a card.
Cast a Conjurer's Bubble.
Yeah.
And pass.
Let's see. Forest. Ape Shift.
Yo.
I will stack V6 to get 2 Valkis and 4 Melons.
What 6 lands are?
I'll show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And what are your sacks?
Forest, Stomping Ground, Forest, Stomping Ground. I'll go ahead and float these 2. Sack these. I'm left with a mountain and a steam vent. And I will have 6.
I mean, I think you know the play here, but I've got to try to do it. Attempt to Ghost Quarter a Steam Vent.
Yes, you do that, and then I go get a mountain.
And then it checks. So just to tell everybody at home, in case they don't know what I'm doing there, Valakut Molten Pinnacle's abilities all trigger as it sees all the mountains enter play. So since he has 2 Valakuts and you fetched 4 mountains, correct? Well, actually,
Yeah.
5 now with the Ghost Quarter, but beforehand it was 4.
Yes.
So that put 8 triggers for Valakut on the stack since there are 2 of them.
So
Each
6,
trigger has to individually...
24 right there.
Yeah. Each trigger has to individually check to see whether he has 6 mountains upon resolution. So if I Ghost Quarter him off of one of the mountains and he doesn't have another mountain to get, then it completely negates the effect of all the other Valakuts because he won't have 6 mountains when he checks. However, because he was able to search for another mountain, not only did it put another trigger on the stack, but he's able to fulfill the 6 mountain requirement, thus killing me. So, I am very, very dead.
Ooh.
1 second here. And there we go. That was a very non-interactive game until there at the very end. Then it came kind of a war.
I literally just kind of sat there and looked at each other for a little bit.
Played a bunch of eggs. I'm ready for our 3rd game here, and I will be on the play. Good luck, good sir.
You.
Yeah, I'll keep this hand.
I cannot.
Okay. How's that hand looking?
It's better, but it doesn't do a whole lot. So.
You're good?
Yep.
Pre-game effects, sir.
Yep.
Play. Scolding Tarn. Oh, well. Actually, just leave it in play and pass. I will fetch on your turn.
I'm going to play a breeding pool. 2. And then I'm going to suspend search for tomorrow. And that's it. Pass.
I will play. I will actually first get Taxi and Purview for 2 life. Okay. So not a whole lot of going on. A lot of cantrips. Draw. I will Seer Visions. Draw. Scry 2. On top. Under the bottom. Play a Ghost Quarter. Tap the Ghost Quarter for a Chromatic Sphere. And pass. Take down your search.
Counter. Play a forest.
I assume suspend another search for tomorrow.
I am. And then I'm going to Serum Visions.
Yep, that makes sense.
Draw a card. And then scry 2.
Alright.
Pass.
Okay. Draw. Play my land. Tap 2 for an Elseworld Flask. ETB draw a card. Tap my Hollow Fountain for a Chromatic Sphere. Pass.
Tap. Well, I forgot to put it. Because I played that last turn.
So don't draw.
Now, well, actually, sorry, no, that would go to 1. No. That would go to 1, but the other one dies.
Yes.
And then I get a basic land. Get me an island.
Okay, draw your card.
Shuffle, draw. I'm going to play this mountain. Tap it. Regenitus.
Of course.
I'm going to go ahead and use my other Searing Visions.
Yep, that makes sense too.
Draw. Top cards. 2. This one. Bottom. And this one up top. Okay, this goes bye-bye. And pass.
Okay, untap. Okay, draw. I will play planes. And that's it. Go.
End of turn. I'm going to Nature's Claim your ley line.
Thank you. That is really annoying. So I gotta think. I think there's really not much I can do about it. I think I have to go for it though, so that will happen. Leyline will die, I'll gain 4 life. Before you untap, I know it's gonna happen, but I've gotta try. I'm gonna tip the Faith's Reward.
So it's before my untap. You will only get back Leyline. That's fine. I'm not dumb. Because I can't kill you, but as long as I stop the other stuff, you can't kill me.
Yep, go ahead.
This dies. I get me another land. We're going to get me another island. Then shuffle. And draw for turn. Well, that's, okay. We're going to go ahead. Telling time. Okay, we're going to put this in my hand. This to the bottom. This on top.
Yep.
And then I'm going to play my land for turn. Play an island.
Yep.
And I'm going to pass.
Play an island. Take Chromatic Sphere. Pass.
Pass.
This is riveting.
Looks like we're playing this game again.
I'll tap this island for a Conjurer's Bauble.
Yep.
Pass.
That's not what you want to see. Oh. We're going up, pass.
The unfortunate thing is I have to keep giving you a lot of time, and it makes it really difficult to do much. Pass.
Another relic.
Unfortunate, but yep.
Pass.
Pass. Yeah, yep, I know.
I guess I go ahead and bait it out. Well, not really. Well, actually, no, that is. I think I should. We'll play Valakut.
Yep.
And then I'm going to pass.
Chromatic Star.
This is going to be weird.
Are you gonna remand it?
I'm going to remand it.
That makes sense. I mean, you draw a card off of it. I understand. Chromatic Star.
Remand it.
I've been there before. I understand. Chromatic Star.
Oh, it resolved this time, sir.
All right, go ahead.
End of turn, telling time.
Yep.
Impeccable magic. This goes to my hand. This goes to the bottom. this goes. Nope, this goes on top. All right.
Go
My
ahead.
turn. Tap, draw. Let's see, what can I do?
Nothing.
Can I kill you?
My eggs say no. We are not scrambled. We are sunny side up.
Blooded Grove for turn.
Uh-huh.
I can do this. I think I kill you.
Okay.
I think. Let me math a little bit here.
5 minutes later.
Snapcaster?
I'm going to respond by casting.
Casting.
No. It resolves. Its ETB trigger is going to be on the stack. What are you targeting?
Nature. Then it blows up that.
Okay, in response, before so it has not resolved yet, its targets. I'm going to attempt to cast Silence.
Let me see.
That's right, mother trucker. My ley line ain't going nowhere.
Remand it?
Resolves. Draw your card.
Oh.
That trigger's still back on the stack again. Cast a Silence.
Remand it?
Okay, I have to check something real quick. I think my only play here then... Well, actually, if you remand it, you don't have a way to destroy it right now. If you played your lands, you can't produce green.
Yes, I can. Oh, wait, no, I'd have to tap that differently. I thought I could... No, you gotta tap green and blue into that.
So you could do...
I would not tap the green, I'd tap the mountain instead.
So you do these two for Snapcaster, these two for Remand, and these two for that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So that Remand will resolve. Oh, it sounds back in my hand. Alright, the trigger's now on the stack again. I'm gonna sack Chromatic Star for a white, draw a card, cast Silence again.
Yeah, okay. Pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Now I draw that card. I will suspend Lotus Plume for 0. Little late, Lotus Plume. A little late. Eldscroll Flask. Draw a card. I will pass. Difference is you have a clock now. You have a Snapcaster Mage. Got me on an 11-turn clock over there.
Get you for 2.
You got me for 2.
I'm gonna tap Volcat. Another relic.
Yep.
Let's go. Play a forest. Pass.
Draw. You just wait in like 18 million turns. I got this. Pirate Spellbomb.
Yeah.
Pass.
Is this really the play? Is this really what I'm gonna be doing? I guess we're gonna try to just kill you. Swing 2 at you.
Yup.
Yeah. Yeah.
You died.
Pass.
The weenie beats. The weenie beats are real. Oh gosh.
I'd have to pray to God you don't have another pithy needle.
I'm going to sack the Conjurer's Bauble, and I'm going to attempt to target a card in my graveyard to put it on the bottom of the library. I'm going to attempt to put Face Reward on the bottom of the library.
That's fine.
I didn't figure you would crack it, but I wanted to ask. Draw. I mean... Leyline?
Yeah. This is gonna be one of those games. What does this do?
Nothing.
What does it do?
Nothing.
Snapcaster?
Yeah?
Get the nature's thing. Cast it.
Sure, you can get rid of one of them. Exile the nature's thing. I will gain 4 but take 3, I assume? So gain 1?
Yep, you're taking 3.
So I'll gain 1 overall. Sure. My turn?
Pass.
I need a pithing needle. I need a pithing needle so bad. Oh, if I can get a pithing needle, sir.
You don't know how bad that ley line is keeping you alive.
Chromatic Star?
Yeah. Doesn't it feel good that you could get to that pith needle, but at what cost?
Yeah.
That. Oh, there we go. Get at you for 5. I'll play Flooded Grove. Pass.
Okay. I'm going to tap 2 here to play an Elseworld Flask. Draw card.
Oh. Which how many turns has that Lotus Bloom been on the field?
Oh my! This would be turn.
I think this is turn 3.
It is. I've just been stupid and not been doing that. Thank you. So we're gonna put it on the stack now, if you don't care. Actually, I think last turn was turn 3, so we're just gonna say it's in play. It actually can matter. That's why I said that it's not gonna be a spellcast. I'm fairly certain that it's been 4 turns.
Which I realized I misplayed.
Played 1 spell.
I think that might have cost me the game. We'll see.
I'm gonna sack this star for a white mana. No, white mana. Red mana. Draw. Shit. I'm gonna do one more. Same thing. Use the red, mega red, draw card. Shit. I think I have to do this. Unfortunately, this is not as good as I want it to be. No, I think I need to go one more deep. I'm going to use the red sack this sphere, draw another card. Thank you. Okay, that makes me feel better. Alright, 1, 2, play Elseworld Flask. Draw a card. Conjurer's Bauble. And with my red in the pool, last mana. Creep Shot.
How many have you casted?
4.
Or to me?
No, I'm gonna do 1 1, 1, and 1. So 2 of the Snapcasters are going to take 1, and then the other 2 are just
Alright,
getting...
I'm going to sacrifice the Elder.
Mm-hmm.
Get a forest.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the grave. And I take 1.
No, you don't take 1. They were all aimed at the creatures. I didn't know if you had a counter spell, so I was trying to make sure they were dead.
Oh, okay.
Alright, and... pass. I needed to take you off your clock.
Pass.
I had to go through a lot of eggs, but... draw. I'm gonna play a Misty. I'm gonna sack that Misty.
Compelling magic.
You're not wrong, Island. Did I already play Sleight of Hand?
Yeah.
Put that in my hand. At the bottom. Pithing Needle.
Cryptic command. Counter that.
Son of a bitch. Oh god.
And I'm going to draw a card.
Yep. Pass.
Okay. I want to do this, but let me look at your grave real quick.
Go for it, sir.
There is the silence is in the graveyard.
A silence is in my graveyard, yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, draw. Are we really gonna win or lose by decking? Is that what's gonna happen?
I'm winning at this rate, boy.
I know. That's why I'm like, oh crap. All right, I'm gonna fetch. I guess that's my plan. Okay. I will pass.
And in a turn, Snapcaster.
Target.
Nature's Claim.
Response. Silence.
Okay, this is at the end of your turn. Okay.
I know.
Well, actually, it wouldn't be Nature's Claim. Just realized I can't do that. It would be Cryptic Command. So.
Okay.
Alright. So, my turn. Okay. Heart of the cards. We're gonna top this Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna tap a blue. Telling time.
Sure.
Library view top cards. You don't help me, hand. Take this. Put this in the bottom. This goes on top. Okay, I'm gonna tap this forest. To tap this for double blue. We're gonna cast another Telling Time. View the top cards. Let's go. Okay. Put this on top. Put this on bottom. How much mana do I have? So 4, 5, 6, 7. Beast within your ley line. Double green. So, set it to green.
Yeah. I would like to make a beast.
Scape shift.
I have a response. I will sack Chromatic Sphere for a white. Draw card. I will. So this is going to be really annoying, but here's what I have to do. I'm going to sack all my eggs, and then I'm going to face reward. So I'll get back my label.
I'll exile your graveyard.
You
Oh, I can't.
don't. You don't have the mana.
I'm just gonna concede. I don't want to play this no more.
I understand.
I hate filibuster decks. That's all that is.
Oh, this is so.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah, it's. Oh my god.
I did not like that matchup. This is the one I think I hated the most. I just hated this. It was literally we were sitting there and waiting for the other one to do something.
Well, luckily, our next match is.
I could have dragged it out because you couldn't kill me still, but I don't want to sit there and wait anymore.
Yeah, it was a very, this is one of the reasons I wanted to showcase this deck is because it was one of the most annoying decks in Modern to ever exist. It was so annoying that they literally banned it, not because it was too powerful or consistent, but because it was just that annoying to play against. They end up banning cards from it to make it so you can't keep doing that. I can't remember exactly which ones they banned from it, but it'll be on an upcoming ban list soon. But I wanted to showcase the deck because it was a very big part of the meta at the time. And final thoughts on my deck before I open up to you. The deck is really stupid. It's really stupid. And honestly, it's not really that fun to play, if I'm being honest, because it feels very taxing. You're just kind of going through the motions, sacking things, drawing cards, playing this, sacking things, drawing cards, playing this. And it tries to feel like it's Storm without really having the explosiveness that Storm has, because you're not making as much mana with your mana rituals. But if you get to Lotus Bloom over and over again, like we saw, then it gets ridiculous. But when you don't get Lotus Bloom, they just play out like slow slices. But yeah, I'll be honest, this deck was not fun.
Yeah, like I've said, like that. The only reason I can see this because I didn't want to sit there another 30, possibly 30 minutes.
Oh, I get it. For what it's worth to the viewers, I did think I actually have that at that point, because although I had another one of the face rewards in my hand, or it wasn't face rewards, it was Second Sunrise in my hand. So that turn I was going to blow up, or I was going to sack all my artifacts, draw some cards, put some stuff in the bottom of my library, like Grape Shot, for example. Then I was going to rebuy everything. You were going to scape shift, sack a bunch of lands, get some lands into play, tapped, and then pass your turn. And then after you pass your turn on my turn, I get one window where you're completely tapped out and you can't graveyard hate me. So I just kind of go off.
It depends. When I scape shift and I get the lands, if they are shock lands, can I shock myself?
No, unfortunately, because Scape Shift specifically says the enter tapped, it's a clause of the ability. So even you can technically pay 2, but they still interplay tapped because it's the ability of the card. It's like if you Farseek, for example. If you Farseek for a fetch or a shock land, you can pay the 2, but it still comes to play tapped.
Okay, then yeah, you would have had it.
But yeah, it was a really silly game in all fairness. And honestly, I thought you had me. If it wasn't for me being able to just storm off, do the little mini storm turn to blow up your board, I was going to die. Because your little beaters were just going to kill me. I didn't really have much I could do. I could have taken out one with a Pyrite Spell Bomb, but it was really difficult. I think the turn that you did that, I think that you should have waited one more turn.
No, the turn I messed up was trying to... the first time I played a... Oh my goodness, Spellcaster. Snapcaster. The first time I played Snapcaster, I should have done it on your turn instead of playing it.
Sure, that would have been another way to do it.
Because the silence is what stopped that. And, like, I mean, you could have played it, but it would have been on your turn, so then my next turn could have done something.
Exactly. And to be fair, that game, I think you would have had me there at the end if you had simply not played the Scape Shift that turn. So, for example, if you just went ahead and destroyed my card and said pass, the next turn I think you have it, because my cards only let me revive them the turn they go to the graveyard. So I have to do it that turn. And you would have had mana
Yeah,
for
I didn't think about it.
And that would have just wrecked me. I would have gotten so wrecked if that had happened. And honestly, I thought that was what was about to happen. But then when you tapped out to play Skip Shift, I'm like, oh, okay, my opportunity. But hey, it happens to the best of us. We all make play mistakes. And part of the cool thing about this journey is that by showing you all these decks and stuff, and showing these interactions, it'll make us both kind of better players, or at least that's the goal over time. So that'll be kind of a neat evolution to see. Though the thing about most competitive Magic players will tell you that we all suck in the end. You know, no matter how good or bad we really are, at the end of the day, we all still suck because it's always a learning curve. You're always getting better over time. But in any case, I would like to say I had fun, but I'll be really honest, that was not the most fun of matches. That was interesting games. I appreciate the play. I hope everyone, try to enjoy that. I hope somebody got some enjoyment out of watching some scrambled eggs go up against some lands that were shifting and turning and scape shifting. Anyway, any final thoughts, Sefer?
No. I'm shot. My brain hurts.
I hear you on that, and I'm sorry that we didn't get to see more interplay with Scape Shift, because Scape Shift is an interesting deck. I'm sure we'll see it some more different variations of it throughout the rest of the series. But thanks everyone again for watching. Until next time, see ya.